Hello, this is Alert Day Trading. The purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades and notice any mistakes I'm making, focus on good behaviors I'm doing, try to duplicate those, and create good habits, minimize bad habits. So the thing I've been focusing on lately is to take one trade per day, and I've been doing pretty good with it, except yesterday I did not stick with that plan. I ended up taking a couple losses, and one trade I overextended my risk, so I ended up losing more than I needed to, and then I ended up taking a third trade that ended up being a winning trade. But the important thing is the first two trades I took did not follow kind of my updated strategy. Basically, my strategy is the same. The only difference is now I'm looking for stocks that are at their all-time highs, so very little resistance on the daily chart. For example, you can see right here, this is the daily chart for BJ, and there's no resistance. I mean, you can go back, let's do 5 years and nothing. Anyway, this is only, it goes back to 2018, so it's only about 2-year-old stock, but you can see there's no resistance that broke the all-time highs. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday you can see it went from 30 to 35. But I just want to go back and show you, I took a trade on SURF. This was yesterday, and you can see the daily chart was looking good, but when you go back 3 years, you can see all these levels of resistance right here. And but you know, I saw some potential because there was a wide range between these two red lines, but at the same time, you know, there's still so much that the stock has to fight through if you want to see a big upside potential. So I think the upside potential is limited, even though there was still potential for a winning trade. So, you know, the odds are not as much in your favor as trading something like BJ that I showed you. So that ended up being a small loss. And then I took a trade on SNCA, and look at this daily. This is a weekly chart of 3 years, and you can see it's just been on a downtrend. And here you can see the daily chart. So if we zoom in, you know, this was yesterday right here. So it was definitely pushing up higher, but like I said, you've got all these levels of resistance that you have to fight through. A lot of people probably getting ready to short the stock. So, you know, I'm trying to stay away from stocks like this, and I think overall I'm doing better and I'm trending in the right direction. I think the one trade per day rule really changed the game for me so far, just because it's making me really think about, do I really want to take this trade? Whereas before I might take anywhere between 3 and 10 trades in a day, and I'll take some losses and try to revenge trade, and it just, the losses might snowball and the emotions start picking up. So once I decided to take that one trade per day rule, I started being really picky. And so I'm using a screener that tells me which stocks are trading at their 52-week highs, and then I narrow it down to which one of those are trading at their all-time highs. And so yesterday I saw BJ and I took a trade. So this red line right here was the all-time high, and so I was watching it approach the all-time high, and once it broke above is when I got really interested. I waited for a little pullback to see if that level will hold, and then I think I was using the 5-minute chart. So here it broke above, and here we had a little pullback, and then I think I ended up getting into the trade as it broke back above, and I ended up pretty much selling around these areas. I think the highest level I sold at was I ended up getting stopped out right here. So it was, kind of following this EMA line, and this is where I got stopped out. So that was that trade yesterday, and then I noticed today again it was trading above yesterday's high with decent volume, and I got in the trade as it broke above $37. I would have preferred maybe right here, but I saw still potential. So a blemish in my rules is that I kind of, instead of letting this trade take its course because I missed this entry, I just kind of went in at the $37 mark. I still went in with the same amount of risk I would have used. So if I went in here at this trade, so the low would have been below this red candle. So I didn't have as much size as I would have had, but I wanted to take the trade, and I ended up getting a whole point from 37 to 38. I got stopped out, but I held much more of my position. I actually bought in a little bit more at the break above $38 over here, but it didn't continue to push higher, and I wanted to be really tight with my stop loss just because I didn't want to erase the gains I made from here. The volume's decreasing, so but anyway, this ended up being a nice winning trade. So 2 trades in a row, bouncing back from not following my rule of trading stocks at their all-time highs, or at least very, very clear resistance levels being far away from the current price. You can see it's the daily. This chart is nice and clean. The price is far away from all these levels. So now we might eventually get a pullback. So in the daily chart, but I think that would be more for swing traders. But I'm quite interested in possibly testing out my strategy in maybe the daily chart. So if we do get a pullback, just trade it the same way I would trade it in a pullback in a day trade, and maybe start taking some statistics on that, maybe doing some longer term trades, like possibly days or weeks. So just to expand my time frame. Anyway, I just wanted to journal the trades. It's a little bit longer video just because I wanted to talk about yesterday's trading day as well as today's. I just wanted to jot my thoughts down, and so definitely I want to stick with this updated strategy. My overall strategy is the same. The way I enter trades, the way I exit trades are all the same. It's just that I'm now focused more on stocks that are trading at their all-time highs, where there's no resistance levels. No resistance levels means that people who are trying to short the stock have no point of reference as to where to short the stock. So now you still have whole dollar levels, maybe half dollar levels as resistant levels. So I think that's important to take profits there. But as far as the risk to reward, I think it's very favorable when you take trades like this. Now, as a long-term trader or investor, I maybe wouldn't, buy a stock just because it's in their all-time high. I might wait for the pullback and then possibly the continuation. But I'm talking about day trading in this example. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, the purpose of this video is to journal my trades, talk about mistakes I'm making, focus on good behaviors, good habits I'm doing, and trying to duplicate those. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.